All right, folks, I have a real treat here for you guys. This is hands down the nicest vehicle I have on my lot at this time. Let me tell you about it. This is a 2003 Saturn Vue. That's like a little small SUV. It's got all-wheel drive, V6 engine, so it's the right powertrain combination. And when I tell you this thing is almost perfect inside and out, I really mean that, and I think you'll see that yourself. How nice and clean, how well maintained this vehicle was. Just unbelievable. Check this out. That is the correct mileage. 89,940 miles. Believe me, for an 03 model year, that is extremely low mileage. But what's good is it's not so freaky low that, you know, a lot of stuff went wrong. Okay, so let's check out. It does have some decent equipment. So let's do the windows like I'd normally do. There's your right rear, right front. Oh, I have my gloves on. It's hard to get my fingers in the thing here. All right, here's your left rear. And of course, the all-important auto down driver's window. Important little thing to note on this vehicle. I actually gave this to my wife to drive during the bad weather. We've had a lot of snow this year, and I'll tell you, she absolutely loved it. Okay, so as you can see, there are no check engine or bad warning lights. I mean, telling you to put your seatbelt on and that the trunk's open, because it is, are good things, but there's none of the bad ones. Horn, no problem. Wipers, as you can see, no problem. Radio. Let's check this out. I don't know how this works here. Oh, there we go. So those of you that love AC/DC like I do, a little back in black for you. The heat does work. Once the car warms up, I'll tell you how great it works. My wife never had any complaints. Unfortunately, it's only about 15, 18 degrees out today, so I really can't test the air conditioner, but the light goes on, and the way this car was taken care of and maintained, I would be very surprised if you even had to charge it in the spring. Probably won't even have to do that. All right, here's your right mirror, working properly. Left mirror, working exactly as it's supposed to. Okay, it does have cruise control, which I know does work. Okay, I have used that. Delay wipers. All right, let's go and take a look around the outside. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just stop the video for a minute because I forgot my little gizmo to check the tire tread depth. But before I do that, just take a look at how clean and nice these seats are. They're this driver's seat in this vehicle. I mean, there is no doubt that this mileage is 100% accurate. You can even tell by looking at the gas pedal and the brake pedal. They're not hardly worn at all. Has these nice heavy-duty winter Saturn floor mats. Pop them out. Look at the carpeting underneath. Fantastic shape. I mean, the whole vehicle is like this. I mean, I don't think I can find one negative thing to say about this vehicle. And I almost always can find something, you know, that, you know, maybe not be so great. But the only thing negative I could probably say about this vehicle is that I'm doing the video in the sun and there might be some shadows, and it did snow this morning, so when I clean the snow off, it may not be as clean as it should be. Other than that, hey, I don't even have to do under the doors because they're all made of plastic. All right, let me go get my gizmo and I'll come back and we'll do the tire. All right, folks, here we go. Now, first thing I'd like to point out, one of the signs that tells me how nice this car is and that it was a well-loved car, it has matching good brand Cooper tires. When somebody bothers to replace all 4 tires at once, you know, rather than one at a time when they go bad, that shows you somebody really took care of a vehicle. All right, here is my little gizmo that tells us how much tread is left. All right, on the left front Cooper tire, it's almost 7/30 seconds. All right, let's go to the left rear tire. Put that in there. And again, that's almost exactly the same. As you can see, almost 7/30 seconds. So there's a decent amount of tread left. They're not new, but, you know, they're not horrible either. And this one, that's exactly the same as well. And I'm going to guess this right front one is probably going to be the same as well. I mean, this is, yeah, I mean, these tires all have exactly the same tread wear on them. As you can see, nice, clean, factory alloy aluminum wheels. This is just a fantastic car. Right front fender, no scratches, no dings, no nicks. Right front door, no scratches, no dings, no nicks. Let me open this up. You can see on this side, nice Saturn floor mat. Let me pop this off so you can see the carpeting underneath. Look at that, clean as can be. Here is your passenger seat. And again, once again, very, very clean. This car is about 9.5 out of 10 mechanically and the condition of the body and interior. I don't even really, I'm going to show you this, but just, I don't have to do this on all the doors like I normally do because it's all plastic. The doors are made of plastic. You know, that inner piece is all made out of plastic. It can't rust. But the only thing that can rust is, I think, the roof. Here, and I'll show you that. The roof can rust, or if it gets, you know, it can get dented, because I think that's made out of metal. And I think the hood is made out of metal. Other than that, everything else is plastic. Okay, right rear door, perfect condition, no nicks, no scratches. Here's the back seat, and as you can see, again, fantastic shape. This is a split fold-down seat. This is a 5-passenger vehicle. What's neat is this seat folds down and it makes a nice flat floor. So back here you'll have tons of storage space. Of course, here's your door panel. You can see in fantastic shape. All right, I see one. Oh, nope, that's not even a scratch. That actually was dirt. All right, so nothing even on that pillar. And here's your right rear quarter panel, of course. Perfect condition. Rear bumper, trying to get my shadow out of the way, as you can see, is in excellent condition. No scratches, no gouges, nothing. All right, take a look underneath. And you can see, there's your muffler. All right, there's your exhaust system. How nice and clean this car is. Now, inside, all right, this thing has this handy dandy little thing here, which is kind of neat. This pops up, okay, like that, basically, and then these things come to the side. And all that really is just a thing for like groceries, etc. Or you can take it out if you want. All right, because here, let me fold this down. Under here is where your spare tire is. Here, I'll show you. Look, see, there's your spare tire. Okay, and of course all your tools are there. And in this little cubby hole here, there you go. There's your jack and everything. So everything is here. That spare tire has probably never even been out of this car, but look at how nice and clean. Even this area, which is normally all scratched up from people loading stuff, isn't. And there's, like I said, the seats that fold down. All right, here's your rear hatch. I believe this is metal, and if there was going to be rust, it'd be right there. So I will go around this for you. And of course, here's the jam for that. Close this up. Here you go, Saturn Vue V6. And on this side, as you can see, all-wheel drive. This is just a great vehicle. I'm really enjoying showing this vehicle to you, because normally my cars aren't as nice as this one is. Here's the roof from this side. As you can see, it does have a roof rack with the crossbars. Okay, and let's go on to this side and we'll look. Here's your back seat. It even has, look at this, it even has these custom heavy-duty winter floor mats for the rear. That's awesome. Here's your rear seat. As you can see, very, very nice, very clean. Here, of course, is the door panel for the left rear. And the door itself, no nicks, no dings, no scratches. Driver's door, no nicks, no dings, no scratches. Like I said, as close to perfect as you could possibly get. Okay, now we'll back away. We'll move up to here. Left front fender, no nicks, no dings, no scratches. All right, moving around to the front. Now, of course, this is the front of the vehicle, which takes the brunt of abuse, you know, stone chips, stuff like that. So I see there's one little chip here. That's just a little bit of the dirt I was telling you about. One chip there. Let's see if there's anything else. It even has, excuse me, factory fog lights, which is nice. And when you look down low, that tells you a lot. As you can see, it is not beat up or anything. Look under here. There we go. Okay, now here is the heart and soul of any vehicle, of course, is the engine and transmission. Just so you guys know, I spent about $1,000. I did $1,000 worth of work to this car. I put new coils in, new spark plugs, valve cover gaskets because they were leaking, so I put brand new valve cover gaskets in it. I have made this car as close to perfect as a used car could possibly be. I mean, you can see they wrote on here how much oil it takes. Over here they wrote when the air filter was done, which actually looks like it was just done last July. I mean, this is one heck of a vehicle. For those of you that want to check out the engine and everything on it, here's the information on that. All right, this is just, like I said, this is the good combination. I do not believe this is that VTI transmission, which was like a horror show for GM that they got sued over. This one, I believe, actually is the good 4-speed automatic. All right, and as you can see, the hood is made out of metal, and it is in perfect condition. On the underside, I believe the only, actually I might be able to find one negative thing about this car. I think I saw, let me see if I can find it. I think there might have been one ding. I'm looking for it, folks, trying to find something on this car. Oh, there it is. One tiny, tiny little ding right about there. I don't even know if you can see it or not. All right, because that just goes and proves my point, basically. No car is perfect. No used car, anyway. Okay, and get this. If you live in New Jersey, you have until July of 2015. That's like a year and 4 months, year and 5 months left on inspection before you even have to worry or consider getting this car inspected. But look at what a beauty this thing is. Good looking car. And I'll tell you, this is going to make somebody really happy. Now, we're going to do the best part, of course, which is the test drive. All right, before we take off, point out a couple of things. It does have the optional automatic day-night mirror with the compass and temperature gauge in there. I told you about the cruise control, but one thing I'd like to point out is I did a cold start before, meaning that when the car was ice cold, it started right up, as you could see. Now I'm going to perform a warm start, which is whether you buy a car from me or not, is an important little tip. You always want to see the car start warm and cold because different things can manifest themselves depending upon the temperature of the engine. That's all. So here we go. And there you go. She starts right up. All the lights light up, so they're all there and present. And there we go. Everything is perfect. No warning lights, nothing on. Okay. There we go. Put it in drive. This is a 4-speed, like I said, automatic transmission. Set my mirror up there. The all-wheel drive works perfectly. Well, let's take her down the road so you can see for yourself. All right, and here we go. I do like having the V6 engine. I've had these Vues with a 4-cylinder. Be quiet for a minute. And you can see it just shifts nice and smooth up through the gears. I've had these Vues with the 4-cylinder engine, and they're just not strong enough for this size car. And what I really hated, I'll tell you, actually before I tell you about that, let me let go of the steering wheel. As you can see, we are tracking down the road perfectly straight. A lot of times with the 4-cylinder, they also attached what was called a VTI transmission. I think that means variable something or other, timing, whatever. Basically, it's like a snowmobile or a quad. You just step on the gas. You don't ever feel the gear shift. It just is a continuous thing. The first time I ever bought one, I thought I bought one with a bad transmission because I could never feel it shifting, but yet I do 70 miles an hour. It was so strange. And I found out later that that's not a good transmission to have in one of these vehicles. All right, I'm gonna have to turn around. The snow has really cost us my little turning area here. Used to be able to just swing right around. But as you'll see, when we go back, I'll be quiet and you can pay attention. You will see it'll actually shift through all the gears. All right, here we go. There you go. Went through all 4 gears. All right, what I'm going to do next is a little brake test. I normally do it in this vacant lot across the street from my place, but that's just a sheet of ice and it's bumpy. It's terrible. I don't even want to go in there. I might damage the car. So what I'll do is I will pull into my parking lot and do it. And what I'd like you to do, it's not much, but pay attention to the steering wheel. What you want to look for is you want to see if the wheel wildly goes back and forth or something like that. You know, basically it's the brakes trying to catch up with themselves. You know, meaning the equalization is probably off a little bit. So just pay attention. Actually, no, I'll do it on the side of the road here because there's some gravel. So I'll pull over here. All right, I'll get on the gravel right here, and look at that. As you heard, as we slid on the gravel, you could see the steering wheel stayed perfectly straight. And even on gravel, it stopped us pretty darn quick. So let's do a little recap here. This is a 2003 Saturn Vue, which is like their little SUV type vehicle, V6, automatic, all-wheel drive, 89,941 miles on it now. All right, I'm gonna pop this camera off. Sorry about my hands getting in the way here, folks. Okay, so basically, what I'm gonna do is a little walk around for you, because what I did is I parked the car opposite of the way it was before, because the way it was before, you know, you couldn't see certain things because of the sun. Well, now I'm doing it the other direction. So let me back up, because you really need to just get a really good view of what a nice car this actually is. I mean, this is pretty much as close to buying a brand new used car as you can get, especially from me. Because normally my stuff is older, higher mileage, maybe a little beat up. Not this baby. I did pay a lot of money to get this car because I liked it so much, and I'm glad I did. Because this is going to make somebody very happy for many years to come. And especially considering the kind of weather we've had around here lately, all-wheel drive, nice to have. I'm supposed to get another 12 inches of snow on Monday. I can't believe it. All right, so there you have it, folks. If you want a very reliable, very safe, very inexpensive, I mean, this kind of vehicle on any dealer's lot right now would probably go for $7,000 to $8,000. I'm going to be nowhere near that price. Somebody's going to get one heck of a family car. So here you go, and I hope this vehicle goes to a good home. Thanks.